Hello, fellow wrestling fans. How are you? Here, what happened on NXT for January the 23rd, 2024. We have a new general manager. The Rock's daughter is the general manager of NXT. And it is ironic that the same day that The Rock gets a $30 million contract deal to help support this new merger project WWE and UFC that has going on, that his daughter becomes the NXT general manager. So this was her first show as general manager. Honestly, it sucked shit. The opening match was the only match of the night, which was the Dusty Classic semifinals between Braun Breaker, Baron Corbin against Nathan Frazier and Axiom. What a match, man. Oh, wow. Nathan Frazier and Axiom attacked him as they were coming out during the entrance. Corbin and Braun. Hysteria drop kicks knocked both guys to barricades. Nathan Frazier put Corbin in a corner, just unloaded body shots as Axiom was just hitting high flying moves one after the other on Braun Breaker. Nathan Frazier went off top rope for a crossbody on Braun Breaker. Breaker caught him, wall strong slam counter. Baron Corbin's, oh yeah, watch this. Pulled the Axiom outside, powerballed him on top of the announce table, which did not break, so that looked painful as hell. Then he brain busted Axiom, deep sixed him. Braun's like, oh yeah, watch this. He picked up Axiom and did like a sunset flip face slam. That was awesome. Nathan Frazier jumped off the ropes, draw kick down both guys. Then Axiom hit a top rope Spanish fly on Braun Breaker, followed up by a Phoenix Splash by Nathan Frazier. But Baron Corbin, in the nick of time, broke up the pin. So Nathan Frazier applied sleeper hold submission on him. Same time, Axiom applied an armbar submission on Braun Breaker. Corbin broke up the pin again. So Axiom super kicked him right in the face. Corbin came off the ropes, clotheslined him down. Braun Breaker ended up sparing Nathan Frazier as he ran at him for the 1-2-3. So advancing into the finals of the Dusty Classic come Vengeance Day next week is Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. They will face the winners of next week's match between the LWO, Carmelo Hayes, and Trick Williams. Next up was... seeing here. Sorry. Oh, Last Legend, a metaphor, took on this newcomer, Sinclair. Apparently, she was the one that eliminated Last Legend last week at the Battle Royal. So Last Legend went to the Rock's daughter to request for this match. Bell rang. Last Legend, Irish whipped in the corner. Shoulder tackle. Sinclair came out of the corner. Jump up and Sinclair kick. Then all of a sudden, Jackson, a metaphor, grabbed a hold of Sinclair. And Sinclair fought her off. So then she went for a sunset flip into a pin on Last Legend. Jackson held on to her. Legend sat down, pinned her for the 1-2-3. Fast match, awful. Yeah. Dijak was supposed to take on Joe Gacy. But Gacy attacked Dijak from behind during Dijak's entrance. Beat him up. Delivered some steel chair shots. Dijak fought back. Hit the discus big boot and put him through a fake wall that was around ringside. Joe Gacy came out of the fake wall. Pounced on him. They were fighting. And Dijak picked him up and I chokeslammed him through the announce table, which broke the announce table. Joe Gacy got back up again. They started brawling and finally referees, officials separated them. So the match never came to happen. Next up was... sorry, just checking here. A lot of matches. Lexis King took on Eddie Bearhill. Before the match, Lexis King got on the mic and said that he's the only main eventer on NXT. And they changed Eddie Bearhill's name already to Trey Bearhill. I'm just going to call him Bearhill from now on. Not a good match. It was not a fast match. Like, Bearhill did a wake across the back. Scoop slam. Running splash in the corner. And Lexis King hit some kick strikes. Running clothesline from behind. Swinging neck breaker. 1-2-3. Your winner, Lexis King. After the match, she approached Thea Hill, JC Jade. Backstage, started flirting with him. They want none of him. Riley Osborne walked up from Chase U and asked Thea Hill to go out on a date with him. So she said yes. So that made Alexis King pissed off and he stormed away. So I think you're going to see Alexis King, Riley Osborne have a little feud going on there. Then we had Dragon Lee versus Reggie with OTM at ringside. Now, before this match started, they showed the Dawn, Tony the Dawn, Top Stacks restaurant where they do mafia business. OTM was there. They roughed up the place, like destroyed some plates, broke a dining table and said that they're coming after those tag team titles. Then this match happened. Apparently that segment happened early on in the evening. Both guys did moves onto each other all over the ropes. Reggie did hit a top rope crossbody. Suddenly, here comes Tony the Don and Top Stacks with some Mafia people. They brought up OTM outside the ring. Apparently, the new lady, her name is Jada Parker. They announced that. And as that was going on, Reggie turned around and Dragon Lee hit the running inverted takedown for the fast win. After that, Uma Fima, who was in attendance and the audience watched the match, got a microphone and said at Vengeance Day, Dragon Lee will not become North American champion again. Blair Davenport took on Karma. She's like the karate lady. This was an okay match. It just maybe lasts like 3 minutes if you're lucky. A lot of fast matches this week. Davenport kept Irish whipping her repeatedly into the corner, then delivered a backbreaker. Then Karma did some kick strikes, a spinning kick. Then kept rolling her up every time Blair would kick out one. Then Blair Davenport delivered a body slam, then a knockout punch, and got the win. Your main event was Trick Williams against Josh Briggs. This came about when backstage, Josh Briggs asked Dragunov to give him a world title match. At Vengeance Day, he said Trick Williams because he thinks that he deserves it. Trick Williams walked up and said, no, you don't deserve the title shot, I do. So, Dragunov so how about Trick versus Josh Briggs, and he just walked away. Briggs had new music. I didn't care much for this music at all. I liked his old music, by the way. Briggs did a body slam, a rock bottom, put Trick for the announce table. The announcer said that was a choke slam. It wasn't a choke slam, it was a rock bottom. Then Briggs rolled him back of the ring, delivered a couple forearm shots, and a jump up splash. Then Dragunov was on commentary, and it was yelling for Trick to get up, get some offense going. Josh Briggs rolled outside the ring, punched Dragunov, told him to shut up, went back in the ring, that allowed Trick to roll him up for the free count. After the match, Dragunov went to go after Josh Briggs, but Camille Hayes ran out and stopped him because, according to Camille Hayes, he thought he was going after Trick, see? So that led to a little bit argument between Trick and Camille Hayes there. Again, Trick said it's fine, we'll pull double duty, we'll win the semifinals next week, we'll win the Dusty Classic, I'll win the world title, become a Grand Slam champion. And Camille Hayes kind of upset about that because he wants to become the first time Grand Slam champion between the two of them, not Trick. Next week, the only other matches announced was Lola Vice versus Elektra Lopez. That came about when Supernova Sessions, Noam Dar, had Lola Vice on, and she said that she don't know why Elektra Lopez is mad at her because she said, I told her if I won the Women's Breakout Tournament, I want to go after the singles title instead of the tag team titles. She don't understand why Lopez is pissed off at her. Lopez came out during the segment and said that that's bullshit. The deal was we'll go after the women's tag team titles. And then Lola Vice finally admitted that she thinks Elektra Lopez was holding them back. And she's a better single superstar than she is. So they got into a brawl. And this match is made up for next week. LWO versus Trick Williams, Camille Hayes, the Dusty semifinal. And Noam Dar found out last night he's defending his Heritage Cup against Von Wagner. Yeah. There was a training segment. They showed an empty football stadium. Mr. Stone was there with his kids, and they were coaching Von Wagner to run some laps, do some hurdles, stuff like that. And apparently that awards Von Wagner of a Heritage Cup trophy match. Like, I don't know how that did, but yeah, apparently it did. There was a lot of talking, a lot of segments. They could have definitely done without, like, for instance, Chase U segment where people walked in and took away the chairs, the desk, and the podium, and the trophies. Next week would be the final episode in class session of Chase U University, and then JC Jade interrupted and said that whatever she has going on with the Wyndham of NXT, she can save Chase U University. So I guess we'll have to wait till next week to see what that's about. Adufus and Malkai will talk about why they can't win tag team matches. There's a newcomer come up. Apparently she's a guru because she acts all like self-guru-like. She even wears like a hat, fame. And she said that the reason why they can't win is because they can't focus as like a tag team. And one guy's like, no, like we know why, we just suck. So that was funny. I kind of like that. And so she said next week she'll get them on the winning path. And then she started doing this like chant fame, and they just walked away from her. Like I said, there was a lot of segments. Grace, she was in the women's locker room talking, and then it pans out and she's talking to herself, and she's like giving this like speech for how she did amazing the Battle Royal. That there's no one in the women's locker room to hear her talk. That was kind of lame. There you have it, folks. Definitely, if you haven't seen NXT this week, don't bother watching it past the first match because it was terrible. I even had a hard time watching all of it. I hope next week's a better show. And oh yes, and they announced that NXT Vengeance Day next week. There's a new match added on. It's Tony the Dawn and Top Stacks and a Mafia member. They're taking on OTM of. They didn't say which three members of OTM, by the way. Just an OTM out in the mud. And the newcomer Jada Parker in a 6-person tag. And the Dusty Finals is happening there. Apparently, it looks like it's going to be Alexis King versus Riley Osborne. I read online. It's going to be on Vengeance Day. And Elektra Lopez and Lola Vice in a rematch. I read online. That was leaked. That'd be an okay match to add to the pay-per-view. There you have it, folks. Stay safe, everybody. I'm going to put in a Royal Rumble match. I'm going to watch the Royal Rumble 2022 men's match. I remember it's the one where Brock Lesnar came in at number 30 and just cleaned house and everybody booed. But I'm going to watch it before Brock Lesnar comes in because it was actually pretty good until he showed up. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.